Welcome to Superstitions, Traditions, and Definitions. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Carol.
You got things to say. Look at you.
Do I?
You
I said my name.
You did.
Ooh.
You want to know what we're going to talk about?
Of course I do.
Spilling salt.
Oh,
Did you know that's bad luck?
it's not tea? We're not spilling the tea?
We're going to spill the tea about spilling salt.
Oh. Well put. Well put. Okay, now I have to know.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
To spill salt?
Mm-hmm. But don't worry, I can tell you how to fix that.
What if you mean to spill it, like on your potato salad?
Oh, that's not really spilling.
Then what would you call it?
Using.
Dumping.
Dumping.
Shaking.
Shaking.
Mm.
Or pinching if you're using your hand. I mean, if you scoop it out, then it's just sprinkling.
Do you have like a big salt cistern at home that you just dip into and throw that shit?
Not
Okay.
now. I'm sure that was a common thing at one time.
Wouldn't it make your salt lose its flavor if it's not like covered, taken
Well,
care of?
we care about the flavor now, but at one time nobody really cared about the flavor of the salt.
How could you not?
It was the preservative.
It's a preservative, but yes, we are also called to be salt.
We are. We get salt of the earth.
I don't have a lid though, so maybe I've lost my flavor. Who knows?
I feel like you still have your flavor.
Am I pretty sassy?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well,
majority of the time.
We'll go with that. Majority of the time.
Majority of the time.
No, see, I'm drinking my coffee, and it's kind of sweet.
Okay. All right.
Not that you want any of it. I would share with you.
You drink your dirt.
You kiss my ass.
I got myself.
Whatever the hell that is. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
You go smush it.
So, you asked for it though. Talking about my dirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dirt.
It is. It tastes like dirt.
It doesn't taste like. How often do you eat dirt?
Quite often, actually. I have a lot of plants that I play with.
Do you eat them?
I don't eat them.
Do you salt them?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you salt them? When you want to show them who's boss?
When I want them to be happy and healthy.
I thought that would kill them.
Sometimes.
So you're rolling the dice?
No, I know what I'm doing.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I mean, sometimes I sugar them too.
Okay, then.
Sometimes I give them coffee.
Dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be so hateful. Anyway,
let's go. Let's get back to salt. Spilling the salt. Spilling the salt is bad luck. Did you know spilling the salt was bad luck?
I did know that.
You know why it's bad luck?
Because it's wasteful.
Essentially, yes. That is the underlying basic.
Does it have anything to do with witchcraft?
No.
Most things that you come up with have to do with witchcraft.
Only in the medieval times. However, spilling the salt has been bad luck since the ancient of times.
Because?
Yes. Because salt was a hot commodity back then. Salt made life happen. It was a preservative.
Yes.
It was one of the most important resources they had. It was hard to get.
Salt was hard to come by.
It was.
Had to mine it.
It was like work. It was work to get the salt. Yeah.
I see. See.
Our word for salary,
mm-hmm.
that word is a derivative of salt. The sal part is Latin for salt because it was so important.
They named a whole industry after it.
They did. Actually,
you're not hourly. You're salary.
Yeah.
Salty.
Ancient Roman soldiers,
mm-hmm.
they were paid with salt.
Wow.
Which we talked about once before in another episode. I don't remember which one, but I know we've mentioned that. But salt was super important. So whenever you spilt it, like, it really was bad luck, man. You
Mhm.
needed that.
You got to scoop it up out of the road,
Mm-hmm.
pick out the dirt, the gravel.
Yeah,
Try
and
to,
still use it. Otherwise, your meats aren't going to be preserved.
damn it.
Things
Who
are
wants
just,
not preserved bacon? Not I.
I don't want bacon.
I know you're weird like
I
that.
know I don't like bacon. Every once in a while on a hamburger, but I can't really eat hamburgers
Then it's
either.
a bacon burger.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to say. Not even like with eggs. No bacon and eggs for you. You're not that person.
I like sausage and eggs.
We got to break up.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. As long as you know. What else we got? Since you forgot your notebook at home. And since we're winging it,
I know.
flying by
I
the
am
seat of our
flying by
pants
the side of
today.
my pants. The side of my pants.
The
Seat
side of
my-
it. The
Yeah,
side of them right here.
right there. That's
Yep.
it. There's also belief. If you ever looked at the painting of the Last Supper
Mm-hmm.
by Leonardo da Vinci,
Mm-hmm.
if you notice,
Mm-hmm.
Judas Iscariot in the painting spilled the salt.
I don't know that I did notice. I noticed many things about that,
Yeah.
but
My grandma
interesting.
had one
My grandma did too.
hanging in her dining room. My great grandma.
My grandma
Yeah.
was great also. She was just really, really nice. She wasn't great that way. She was somebody's great.
Yeah.
Maybe my children's great.
But not
She died a
yours.
long time ago. Nope. Nope, but she was great.
So there is possibly roots to it being bad luck from that. I mean, obviously Judas Iscariot, he was
a dirty betrayer.
Spilling salt is also symbolic of a betrayal.
Telling on people.
It is associated with the loss of friendship. So you spill salt and expect to lose a friend. That could be
Interesting.
the bad luck that comes.
Well, if you lose them, were they really your friend? I've lost people I'm grateful to have lost.
I've lost people
that you thought were friends.
Yeah, I thought were friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and then they show themselves
indifferent about it. It
And-
is what it is. But that's just me. I'm indifferent about almost everything. So
you are.
So
You
are. That is just who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what makes me cute.
It's so cute. Dork. All right.
I know.
Even that you forgot your notebook too.
I know, that makes me cute too.
Yes, it does. The look on your face when you saw that it wasn't in your little bag.
I know exactly where it is. It's sitting on the arm of the couch.
Thank God. That's where we need it.
40 miles away.
Yeah.
So,
oh mercy. Anyway,
Judas Iscariot was
Mhm.
depicted as spilling the salt. We all know what Judas did. He betrayed Jesus. Severed that friendship, obviously.
I'm sure Jesus forgave him.
I know Jesus forgave him.
I know Judas had a part to play.
Judas had a part to play. Discussion. Anyway, that is a whole, that could be a whole nother episode in itself.
That's a whole
right
can of
there.
worms to unpack. We unpack cans of worms?
When we're fishing.
Oh, okay. I don't fish.
I don't either.
No, it's yucky.
It is.
I like fish. I just don't want to catch it.
I don't want to eat anything that could have possibly swam in my backyard or could have relatives that swim in my backyard. So I don't
have to worry about that.
I won't have to worry about it for much longer.
I don't have a creek or a pond or anything in my backyard.
Right.
I got a pool.
You have fish in it?
Oh, we do not.
Darn it.
But when Drew was little, he would stand on the diving board and cast and fish.
Good for him.
He never caught anything to my knowledge. Once in a while, we get frogs in there.
Yeah.
Get a little frog.
That was my favorite part of my grandparents' pool every year when they opened the pool was going out there. They pull the cover off and tadpoles everywhere. And Papa would always let us catch some of them and move them to Grandma had fountains. She had big concrete
Okay, I
fountains
see. I wondered.
everywhere.
I'm like, where are we putting these things?
Yeah, so we would scoop them out and go dump them in a fountain, watch them
Turn
get
into frogs,
yeah,
little
get
froglets,
growed up, little froggies.
little froggies.
Anyway, we keep getting
we are
are
off the
scattered
subject.
today
I haven't seen you much,
because
so
I
we're shooting the
know.
bull.
Well, you're shooting the bull, and
We
I forgot my
are.
notebook.
God,
I know.
I didn't forget the truck. It's here.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
So Christianity,
Uh-huh.
salt is
My favorite Anity.
my favorite Anity.
Yes, indeed.
Salt is a symbol of purity.
Yes. Unless you're
There's,
Lot's wife.
I mean, she's pure now
Well, she's a pillar.
of salt.
Probably not anymore. I'm sure rain and stuff got to
That's
her
true.
and she just disintegrated into, the ground. But yeah, she was a pillar of salt.
Mhm.
Why did they pick salt? Why wasn't she a pillar of like chewing tobacco? That mean,
Probably because they were in the wrong area for
is there a right area for people turning to salt? Into salt?
I mean,
into a
there
pillar of
was-
salt for looking when they weren't supposed to?
that. The location they were.
I bet they had
close to the
tobacco.
Dead Sea. They had salt.
Maybe they had chili pepper or something. She could have turned into something
Perhaps.
else.
However, tobacco is native to the other.
Don't get
Okay.
technical
All
with
right.
me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Go.
Go.
What else we got? With no notebook.
With
and
no notebook.
notes.
And no notes and running from basically memory.
Just flipping shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Christianity, salt is a symbol of purity and holiness. So, spilling the salt is a loss of that.
Ooh. Yes, that makes sense.
However, if you spill the
Seems like
salt,
you've got quite a few howevers today.
I do.
Yes.
I've got lots.
Okay,
I've got lots of howevers because salt was important across the globe. So there's a well-known Slavic tale about a man who has several daughters.
Poor guy.
He
He never got in the bathroom.
never.
Probably
Never.
Okay. Anyway.
So he asked his daughters how much they loved him. The daughters told him they loved him more than gold.
Oh. Does gold love him?
They loved him more than they loved gold.
Oh, I see. Okay. I just want to be clear.
Yes. The youngest daughter said, I love you more than I love salt.
Oh.
Well, that kind of made Dad mad.
Okay.
Dad got rid of her. He sent her away.
Married her off to
Probably.
somebody passing through the Slavic nation.
Mm-hmm. To him, that was very disrespectful because, gold is a precious metal and
all
of that stuff.
Okay.
Until one day they had run out of salt.
Oh.
He was forced to eat food without it.
Did he get sick?
No.
Did he die?
No. No, he lived and had an aha moment.
Oh. Did he go find her?
He did. Then he realized how important
salt is to such people.
So gold has value and it's pretty, but salt
is essential to
life.
Okay.
Just like love is essential to life.
Okay.
It is the essence.
Too bad he didn't think a little bit deeper before.
I know. He just got all mad.
Did she forgive him?
I'm sure she did.
I don't know.
I mean,
she might have been like, look, you crazy old man. I already told you once. And then you threw me away.
And then you were mad about it.
I got a new family now. So go be
gold and be pretty, but serve no purpose.
Beat it. Yeah. Go hang out with my sisters. Yep. They're so important to you. Ooh, I'll stay over here with my salt.
That's right.
Indeed.
There are several African folk tales that essentially are the same thing.
Awesome.
Equating the worth of a person with the worth of gold, or the worth of the essence of their feelings to salt, and the worth of a person to salt as opposed to gold or diamonds or some precious
Okay.
metal
Gotcha.
or gemstone.
Gotcha.
Simply because it is so vital.
Pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the salt gets spilled and the bad luck ensues.
Mm-hmm. So don't spill it.
Don't spill it.
Let's just head that off ahead of time.
That is a good idea. But if you do accidentally spill the salt, because sometimes that is going to happen, accidents happen, Carol.
They don't. Not if you're thinking. I'm just saying.
I'm always thinking.
Are you always causing accidents, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain.
Everybody stay away from Kristen. Accident
not that
waiting
kind
to
of
happen.
accident. I'm going to spill the salt and trip over my shadow, and mostly I harm myself. Mostly I harm
Well, of
myself
course you
with my, I'm
do.
going to
Of
stick my
course
leg
you
in the middle of a
do.
dog fight.
That was bad. Got stitches and a shot and all kinds of crap.
And an infection.
Why would you do that?
Because I was thinking too much about the situation.
I see. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. But not this time.
But not this time.
No.
So
next time you'll get a stick. Keep from getting bitten.
I mean, next time I'm just going to let them fight it out.
Two puppies enter, one puppy leaves.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Thunderdome of you. Not that you know what that is.
I have no idea.
Because you don't watch movies.
I don't.
Okay.
But
all
it
right.
sounds cool. Thunderdome.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Thunderdome is where you go in and you fight it out to the death. One man enters. No, two men enter, one man leaves. One man doesn't enter and then two men leave. He doesn't go in there and like conjure some bullshit and then he walks out with a buddy.
The ancient Romans had that too.
Thunderdome?
I don't think that's what they called it.
They should have.
They should have.
Mel Gibson and Mad Max and all that. It's a Mad Max movie. You're going to tell me you've never heard.
Why is Max mad?
Because he's the road warrior.
Why does that make him mad? If he does, if being a road warrior makes Max mad, perhaps Max should do something else.
Maybe he should get off the road.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be the sand warrior. He should stay out there on the beach.
Maybe he should just be the couch potato. Who can be mad about that?
Oh, somebody who doesn't have cable or streaming or internet. You just sit on the couch and look at the walls.
If they have a book, they'll be fine.
What if they can't read words? See?
You
think you've got an answer for everything.
I mean, I'm solving the problems.
You're
creating them.
More problems. You are creating more problems.
You just took away Max's ability to read. How did I create
You don't even know who the fuck Max is, do you?
I know he's unhappy with his
You're
career.
Sitting here. No, he's not. He had no choice in the matter. Post-apocalyptic. There's a gas shortage. There's crazy people wearing feathers on their heads. You don't know.
I don't have a clue.
You don't have a clue.
Huh.
Continue, please.
But I have questions now.
I will make a list of movies for you to watch.
That is not the question I had.
I didn't say it was. It's the answer I've got.
Okay. So we accidentally spilled the salt. It's going to happen.
Max is mad about it.
Max is mad about it.
Gotcha.
We need to save the world.
With salt.
You know how we're going to do it. You know how we're going to do it. You know the superstition. What do you do when you spill salt?
You throw it over your shoulder.
Which shoulder?
Left shoulder.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, I know that one.
That is how you undo the bad luck.
That's how we save the world.
That's how we save the world.
Grab your salt.
Throw it over your left shoulder.
With your right hand or with your left hand. Whichever one.
I mean, as long as
What
it's
if you-
going, I don't think it matters. As long as it's going over the left shoulder.
Oh, I think if it's a superstition, it's going to have to be pretty precise. Maybe just like 3 fingers of this. I mean, it because
I mean,
your pinky could be the bad luck finger for all I know.
I am just going to tell you, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's over your left shoulder,
Lies.
that's the only important thing.
No, I believe there's more to it. What if it's like one of those big salt licks that you have for cows? What if you drop that? Do you have to then throw that big freaking thing over your shoulder? How do you do that with one hand? Those things are heavy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking
about? That's why
about.
I'm telling you that it really doesn't matter as long as it goes over your left shoulder.
You are misleading people right here. Somebody's going to do this, and then the bad luck is going to continue, and they're not going to understand why because they listened to you. They put stock into what you had to say. How do you feel about that?
As long as they listen to making sure it goes over their left shoulder, I promise they'll be fine. Because that's where the devil's sitting.
You promise. The devil's at the left hand?
The devil is sitting on your left shoulder at all times, waiting for an invitation.
Go away.
Doesn't work.
It did work.
It doesn't work. Whenever you spill salt, that's an invitation to the devil to get in.
Is he going to use my salt on his popcorn? Is that what the invitation is?
Probably.
Hey, salt.
He's going to use it on his popcorn while he watches
your life go down in flames.
Right? Because of his evil that you have allowed in your life by providing the salt for the popcorn.
Nope. You're reaching.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you the truth.
Nope.
That is the legend. The reason you throw it over your left shoulder, because it is was believed. I don't know if we still believe it. I'm going to assume we do since we still throw the salt over the left shoulder.
Don't throw your shoulder over the salt.
Don't do that.
Leave it where it's at. That will hurt. Pop it out.
That's right. That was painful.
Oh, Kristen. Mercy.
It was believed that the devil.
So you're throwing salt at him. Why do I have to spill it? Why can't I just throw salt at him anyway?
I mean, go for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Except that's wasting salt, which is an invitation to him.
If I pay for my own salt, then it's mine. I can do with what I want.
It's wasting salt if you're not using salt for its intended purpose.
To get rid of Satan, I'm using it. See?
I just don't even know what to say to that.
I know you don't. We are expelling him right now. Be ye gone.
Be gone, Satan.
Get thee behind me.
But that the devil sits behind your left shoulder.
Okay. On it or behind it? Let's be specific here. I need to know.
Probably like in your hairline, right there.
What if you have short hair?
Then he's hanging.
He's hanging from your earlobe, and
yes,
no, more lies.
He is.
This is what happens when you forget your notebook.
I know.
It just all goes to shit. It's your fault.
It's okay.
You did this.
The throwing over your left shoulder spanned many cultures. Lots of cultures believed that the devil was sitting on your left shoulder.
Who's on your right shoulder?
I guess the angel. I have watched enough TV to know.
You don't watch TV or movies. You've probably never seen The Emperor's New Groove. They have shoulder angel things going. That's pretty fun.
See, you knew what I was talking about.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm just asking. How maybe your research tells us something else is on your right shoulder. What if it's the boogeyman? What if it's the Pillsbury Doughboy? I don't know. Does he need some salt?
He has salt. So the belief that the devil was on the left side is so old that our word sinister, it was the Latin word for left.
Okay. Sinister means left.
It's the Latin word, yes, for left.
Okay. You know I'm going to have to look all this up when we're done with this.
I know.
Okay. While you're out having a smoke, I'm going to be reading.
Okay. I hope you do.
I will. And we will refute this.
You're going to refute?
Probably not. I mean, that's more effort than I probably want to put in.
Understand.
I'm just the one that shows up and,
Yeah.
and talks a bunch of shit. You're the one who knows things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Latin word for salary is derived. Our word, blah,
Come on, sinister.
our
We
word.
already did salary.
I
It means
know.
salt.
So salt.
See, I'm
Sinister. Left.
learning.
Left. Because left is bad.
You're left-handed.
I am left-handed.
Does that mean you're bad?
Yeah, it means certain. Yes. Yes.
Sounds like you're making things up as we go.
No.
I have
We
a
will
kid
do an
who's
episode on that.
on left-handedness
Mm-hmm.
and the sinisterness of
Mhm.
left-handedness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Drew could be your co-host because he's also left-handed.
He might cry when he finds out
He
how
won't.
evil and
No.
hated left-handed.
No, Drew's not going to cry.
Okay. I don't want him to cry anyway.
No, he won't.
So, devil left salt
not
holder.
that kid. He'll make lots of jokes about it, and you guys will laugh.
And then we will love our left-handedness even more.
Even more.
So, we throw
Okay.
the salt over the left shoulder
Right.
to hit
Correct.
the devil in the eye with the
Correct.
salt. You know how bad that hurts.
Oh.
You ever got salt in your eye?
Mm. Salt water. Kind of the same thing. Stings.
Yes.
When we get done with this, we could go put salt in our eye so we can see how it hurts. I'm not going to, but if you want to. I mean, I've got to drive. I've got to drive this back home.
I just did
In
my
the
eyelashes.
truck that I did not forget.
I can't be messing up my eyes. I just did the eyelashes today.
They look good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hopefully they'll look good for another week or so.
Well, you put them on in my truck while I was driving.
I did.
Yeah. Got a steady hand.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Pretty much. Pretty usual.
The devil is sitting over there.
Okay.
We're throwing salt at the devil.
Yes.
The left side, the bad side, the sinister side.
Ooh. The salary side. Oh, no, that's
No,
salt. Right. Okay.
That's
Sinister. Back to sinister.
So another reason it goes over the left shoulder is because the left side of the body is where it was once believed your femininity was stored. And
well, that's the side your heart's on. I mean, I don't know about the femininity. I never heard that. But I've never heard a lot of things. So, I mean,
well, it is associated with femininity. It was believed that the feminine side is the left side because the right side is the stronger side.
Ah.
Which is because left-handedness is rare.
Mm-hmm.
A majority of the world is right-handed, which by default makes that the stronger side. So,
Because it's the more used. It's your smart side.
Except for mine.
Except for yours.
Except for mine and Drew's.
And Drew's, yes.
And my sister's.
And your sister.
She was left-handed.
She was.
Even though she swore she was actually right-handed and I made her be left-handed. But I know that's not true because I did scientific experiments on my children. You can't make a person be left-handed if they're not left-handed.
Mm. I was left-handed for a while, but that's because I broke my right arm.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to compensate. And it was either do things left-handed or not at all. But I was little, so I'm just throwing it out there.
But the idea of the female energy, the feminine energy being on the left has been around forever, since the dawn of time.
Okay.
Women go to the left of men, the idea that, the biblical story of Adam, the rib,
left rib,
came out of the left side.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And then, that woman, Eve, and the apple.
We don't.
Sinister.
Yeah, it was.
Sinister.
I'm not mad at Eve.
I mean, it all served its purpose to get me where I am today, and I'm happy with where I am today. So I'm not going to be mad at Eve or anybody else.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want to fix the world. I
True.
see the problems.
Many problems.
There are many, many problems, and I would love to solve them all and to fix the world. But at the same time,
Everybody has to pull their own.
Not going to be
Everybody
mad at
has to help.
anybody. I also am going to tell you that salt was used by the Egyptians for that purpose. Preservation?
Embalming.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
not only to dry out fish and preserve the foods and the meats,
But to dry you out too.
It was
stick you in this
integral
box
in the
and-
mummification process in Egypt, which, by the way,
see.
they were pretty good at it. So,
Yeah, they got
salt.
museums full of examples.
Yep.
Interesting.
Salt is important.
See,
Don't spill the salt.
don't
if you do,
spill it.
you are inviting the devil in.
Don't invite
That's
the
why
devil.
we throw it over our left shoulder.
Yes, we
because
need to be rid.
women, those women with their apples,
Mm-hmm.
and the devil, they're sitting back there on the left side. They're sinister,
Throw
which means left side.
salt at women with apples.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm just saying.
That'll work. So, I feel like I have exhausted all of my knowledge
Of the
of
forgotten
the
notebook.
Forgotten Notebook.
Right. Okay.
I know
Yep.
that there was probably some really cool stuff in there that I forgot.
We may have to do a follow-up
Maybe
with
one
the
day
notebook.
we can talk just about salt, because
Mhm.
salt, ooh, there was lots
So
of
much.
information on salt. Don't spill it. They're serious about it. Don't be Judas.
Don't be Judas. Come on. Pull it together.
And if you do, take that pinch of that salt, throw it over your left shoulder, right in the face of the women and the devil
And the devil.
and the sinisterness.
and the fish.
And
Yes.
if you happen to
Salt your fish.
unalive somebody, salt.
Mercy. Yep.
If you want to preserve fish
dunk them in salt.
and meats, salt. It's important. You want to pay a Roman soldier.
Salt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Now we know.
Good info. If I ever run into a Roman soldier and I need some chores done, I'll know what to do.
Salt.
Salt.
Probably Morton. I think that's the one he'd prefer. With the cute little girl holding the umbrella.
Yep. I mean, they didn't have it back then, so maybe this would be like the superior salt.
Maybe
Maybe it would be like getting a bonus.
I wonder how they'd feel about Himalayan pink salt.
They would probably think there's something wrong with it. They're Roman soldiers. They don't want pink salt.
Okay. So yeah, definitely the Mortons, little girl with the umbrella.
Mm-hmm. But maybe don't show them the little girl, and they'll think it's weak salt because the little girl can handle it. I don't want paid with weak salt.
That's right. We
Give
want
me
the strong stuff.
You know, they probably want the big salt lick. Just throw me the thing, or maybe just chip a chunk off of it.
Okay.
Or maybe they could lick it.
I bet they did. I bet they do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If there are Roman soldiers left around. I mean, not in the capacity that we're talking about, though.
If there were Roman soldiers here, they would be so happy.
With all the salt.
With all the cows that have the salt licks.
Yes. Cows share. I'm just saying.
And if they don't, you just wait till they fall asleep and tip them.
I've never tipped a cow. You? No.
I don't even know that you really can't. I don't know if it's a real thing.
I would say
Kind of
that
like
you
snipe
probably...
hunting.
Yeah, don't go snipe hunting.
Don't ever go snipe hunting.
Snipe ain't a thing.
But if you want to go snipe hunting, give me a call and I will take you.
Oh, how generous.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, sweetheart.
Thanks.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we know it all?
I think so.
All right. Cool.
Come back and see us.
Yes.
Tuesdays for Superstitions. Saturdays for Am I the Asshole?
Right on. You're Kristen, and I'm Carol.
We did that already.
Well,
that is not what we do
usually
right
do
now.
that
No,
too,
we
though.
don't.
Yes, we do.
You made that up. You made that up last week.
You're such a dirty liar. We're just going to have to break up.
Okay.
Again. Why is this always your fault?
I act up.
Okay.
Because I don't mind things being my fault. I prefer it, actually. I always want to be the bad one. Gets me closer to that night in jail.
Night in jail.
Fine line.
By yourself. With
Fine
all
line.
your new friends that you're going to make, because I'm not going with you.
That's okay.
Yeah. I might come get you.
That's nice.
Yeah. Only if you want it, though. Because you want the night in county.
I mean,
the whole night?
Mm-hmm.
A couple hours okay with you? The whole night. You want breakfast too?
Yes.
Goodness. Goodness.
She loves you.
I do.
Mm-hmm. I have a fondness.
She does.
Come back and see us.
Do.
And be sure to like and subscribe.
That too.